In this video, we will teach you how to install Odysseus on your PC, so let's get to it. Odysseus is a workspace or a local, private, and open source artificial intelligence workspace, developed by P2P along with its entire community. Unlike other tools, it brings together chats, autonomous agents, emails, notes, calendar, and an integrated model recommender, all running 100% on your PC and without sending your data to the cloud. So if you want to install Odysseus on your PC, pay close attention because here we will explain everything you have to do. The first step is to meet 3 essential requirements. So open your web browser and we are going to install Python in its version 3.11. For this, we will leave you a link in the description of this video where you can install Python very easily. The only thing you have to do is go to the bottom where the different versions of the installer are and select the one that suits your operating system. I'm going to download the version for Windows. Then we will scroll down to the end and tap the yellow button again. Once the download has finished, we run the installer and tap on the Install Python button. Then we press the Y key to accept the installation. Then we tap the letter Y again and again the letter Y. We wait a few seconds until the download and installation of our files is complete. And finally, we press the No key because it is already installed and we do not want to see the online help. Ready? Once we have installed Python, let's now go to the next step, which is to download and install Git, for which we will also leave you the direct link in the description of this video. The only thing you have to do is select the version of your operating system, wait until the installer is downloaded, and then run it. We tap on Next, Next, we leave everything as it is, Next, 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 and we do not change anything in this configuration. We simply tap on Next until this green bar starts to load and reaches the end. Ready? Once we have installed Git, we can close it and we go to our last requirement, which is ollama. We will also leave you the link in the description of this video. You will only have to choose the appropriate version for your operating system. Wait until the installer is downloaded. This one is a bit heavier, and once the file has been downloaded, we open it, run it, and press the install button. We wait for this green bar to reach the end, and as you can see, we already have ollama installed. We can now close this, and the next step would be the installation and cloning of Odyssey from scratch. For this, we are going to open the Windows terminal or the command prompt. So we go to our Windows Start menu and we are going to type cmd. We are going to run it as administrator. And in this window that opens, we are going to copy the following command that we will also be leaving for you in the description of this video. This is to clone the official Odysseus repository from GitHub. Once it has been completely cloned, then we will have to enter the folder that has been downloaded through the following command. And then we have to copy the base configuration file with this other command. We already have our file copied. Now we need to install Docker. Docker is a program that creates a kind of bubble or isolated container on your computer. And inside this bubble, Python already comes installed. The libraries configured and everything you need so that we do not have to do complicated installations. So visit the link that we are also leaving for you in the description of this video to download and install Docker. Just choose the right version for your operating system, wait until the installer is downloaded and run it to install it. So I am going to proceed to run it, but if you also do not want to complicate things by installing additional programs on your computer, simply locate yourself here in the folder where Odysseus is installed and type the command dir. This will show all the files inside the folder, which will allow us to identify which file we have to install. In this case, and by default, the file we have to install is called installpythowindows.bat. So we are going to type it in the command window and press enter. What this will do is create the Python visual environment and automatically install all the necessary libraries without us having to do anything manually. Now, to start the installation, we will have to run the command to turn on Odysseus, and that command is the following. Very well, once the previous command has finished running, you will have to run the following command to be able to bring up Odysseus. Once you have typed this last command and you see these letters, it means that the Odysseus backend is already awake and running on your PC. Now, we are going to wait for it to finish configuring all this. Do not close this black window for anything in the world because if you close it, you're going to turn it off. What you have to do once this process is finished is open your favorite browser and enter the web address in the URL bar. The web address is localhost:7000. What this will do is load the Odysseus welcome screen so you can do the initial setup. So here what you have to do is create a username, write a password, and confirm it to create your administrator account. So let's create it, and then we tap on the create button. And what you are seeing now is Odysseus already running locally on your own computer. This is how you perform the Odysseus installation simply and locally on your PC. Now, if you type in the chat, Odysseus will tell you that there is no model available for you to chat. This is where it is important to have installed Ollama, since Ollama is the one that will allow us to download and manage the models. So for this, you will have to open a new command window without closing the Odysseus one and run it as an administrator. Here you have two alternatives. If your PC has little RAM or you only have a CPU, you will have to type this command that you see on the screen. And if you have a graphics card with more than 6 gigs, then you will only have to delete what you wrote from the colon and the 3B onwards. Then press enter and wait for the terminal to start downloading the entire available model. Once the download is finished, which you will see has already finished because it will allow you to send a message directly here from the command window, you will have to go back to the Odysseus web interface, and here you will have to refresh the page and then go to the lower right corner where it says select model, then hit the plus button. Once you are in the add model section, you will have to write the ollama address in the gray text box, adding the OpenAI compatibility path that Odysseus requires. In this case, it is this one. You will have to press add, and then you will have to press the test button. Then press the add button, and that is it. You have already added your first model. You can close this window, and as you can see, this model now appears here added in the available models. That is what you have to do with each of the models you want to add. Now, if we type something in the chat window, we will already have answers directly from the model we have installed. So these are all the steps you must follow to achieve the installation and configuration. Remember that in the description of this video, we will be leaving you all the links and commands you need to carry out this configuration. And this is where our video ends this time. We hope it has been useful to you. If it was, leave us a comment, a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notifications bell so you do not miss any of the upcoming videos we will bring for you. Until next time.